Hi guys, I am Richard Joseph and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss 6 financial mistakes that most people make in their life. So let's begin. The first mistake that everyone makes is mixing up insurance with investment. Well, this has to be listed as the biggest mistake that people can make in their financial journey. That's because when they start mixing this investment and insurance together, they lose control over both. We need to be very clear in our mind that investing is for growing our money or growing our wealth, and insurance is for safeguarding it. But on the contrary, many people buy insurance in the garb of buying an investment. Various policies like endowment plans, money back policies are the best examples of this. Well, in India, insurance is sold and not bought. I hope you understood what I'm trying to say. If you have understood this statement, please comment below what it means actually. Coming back to buying insurance, most of the people buy insurance to save taxes. Well, my suggestion to you would be don't fall into the liquidity trap and don't buy insurance just to save tax a little. As investment is a long time journey, even insurance is a long time journey, and you should respect both and keep both separate. The second biggest mistake that most of the individuals in our country do is to buy a residential property with a home loan at a very young age. I always believe that buying a home or buying gold has more to do with sentiments rather than requirement in our country. That's because as soon as the person gets married, the first financial decision he takes is to own a home or to buy a house with a home loan. There are various reasons to purchase a house. It may be peer pressure, it may be family pressure. That's because most of the people have a thinking that बेटे की सरकारी नौकरी लग गई है या बेटे की एक MNC में जॉब लग गई है, life set है, चलो home loan ले ले. Or another reason for buying a house can be why pay rent when I can pay syndrome. No, don't get me wrong guys. I'm not against owning a property or buying a property. But hear me out first. Once we get into a vicious circle of home loan, 30 to 40% of our salary goes into paying the EMI of that loan. And because of that, we may not be able to focus on one more important aspect, that is planning your retirement. When you get a job and you start earning, your retirement plan should be your priority. The problem escalates when people start considering their primary house as an asset instead of a liability. My dear friends, you cannot consider your primary house to be an asset if you have only one house, no matter how much the value appreciates over the future. That's because when you will be in need of money, you are never going to sell off your house. It will be the rarest of the cases. So what is the solution to this? When you start earning at a very young age, start investing. And when you invest and you reach up to an age of 40, that is the time that you should go for buying a property. And when planning to buy the property, you should be in a position to pay minimum 40% of the value of the house as a down payment. The third financial mistake that everyone makes is not having a contingency or an emergency fund. We have come across various people, those who earn big, those who are earning a 5-figure salary, and still they ask for money from their friends and family when they are in an emergency or when they are in a need. What do you think may be the reason? That's because they do not save for emergency. And what do they do at that time? They go and take a personal loan. And once they take that personal loan, they get into the vicious circle of taking a loan, paying the interest, again taking a loan and paying the interest. And the life goes on like this. My dear friends, in my opinion, in today's time, it is very much important to have at least 1 year's of emergency fund. That means your monthly expense multiplied by 12. That much amount should be saved with you in the form of emergency fund. If you have not started saving for the emergency fund, you can start today. You can have a recurring deposit or you can use your sweep-in account to start having that emergency fund. Now the question comes, where to invest the emergency fund? Well, for that, I have made a short video. Please go check this video to find out the options available to invest your emergency fund. The fourth mistake that everyone makes in their life is not having a sufficient medical insurance plan. Whenever you ask a salaried person about his medical insurance plan, his or her response would be, my employer is taking care of it. My employer is providing me Medicare insurance. Let me ask you a question, guys. Do you think in these times when the medical cost is increasing time and again, and with this unhealthy lifestyle that we are living, the mediclaim or the medical policy provided by your employer would be enough for you? If your answer is yes, I would like you to move ahead and ask yourself three different questions. Number one, what is going to happen to my medical insurance if I lose my job or I quit my job? Number two, do you think I would be in a position to buy a mediclaim policy at the age of 58 when I retire? Number three, what would happen to my mediclaim policy if my employer changes the terms and conditions of that policy? Well, I believe when you have these questions in front of you, it should wake you up. I need not speak further because I know my audience is serious enough and intelligent enough to know the gravity of the situation. The fifth financial mistake that most of the people make is investing heavily in fixed securities. Let me tell you about a guy named Richie. He is 30 years old. He has no financial commitments. He has no dependents. And he has 12 lakhs of rupees, that is 30% of his net worth, in fixed deposits. What is your opinion about him? I would definitely like to know your opinion about this guy named Richie, whether he has done the right thing or wrong. Please feel free to comment below what he has done right and what he has done wrong. Well, my dear friends, we need to understand the concept of real rate of return. We need to understand that most of the fixed security investments like FDs, post office small savings scheme, etc., can give you a return of 7 to 9% maximum. And everybody is so aware about the inflation rate, that is 6 to 6.5% to 7%. So what happens over the years is that your real rate of return is your return from the fixed vehicles minus your inflation. That is 8 minus 6, it's going to be 2%. And from this 2%, you have to manage the taxes. So eventually, what is happening is, over a period of long time, your investment is not growing. It is eroding. Then what is the solution to this? My dear friends, if you want to safeguard your investment from inflation and if you want to grow your money, what I would suggest to you is to enter stocks. Well, if you are not aware of stocks, if you don't have time to invest directly into stocks, I would suggest you to invest in index funds and make it in the form of a systematic investment plan. So over a period of 10 to 12 years, you can easily get a return of 11 to 12%. And if possible, learn about different asset classes like investing in real estate, investing in gold, investing in sovereign bonds, investing in stocks. That's because real estate, gold, or stocks or share market is not going to make you rich. How much you know about them is going to make you rich. Financial literacy is very important, my friends. The sixth and the last financial mistake that people make is not setting up financial goals. You know, whenever you suggest somebody to start investing, you will come across various queries. Like, what is the rate of return that I'm going to get? Is there a kind of investment where I can get 15% guaranteed return? Well, the market is at a all-time high. Is it the right time to invest? My dear friends, we get so confused about the term called investment that we fear starting with investment. What I would suggest you is to have a financial goal in life. And you should invest according to your financial goal. And you should stop timing the market. None of the experts can even time the market. So how to set up financial goals? The financial goals can be divided into three parts, that is short-term goal, mid-term goal, or a long-term goal. A short-term goal may be going on a holiday after 1 year. So you need to be very clear how much amount of money you need and where are you going to invest that money to get that return in 1 year. A mid-term goal can be buying an expensive car or building a house that's going to happen in another 5 to 6 years. You need to be very clear that what is the amount of money that you require and how much you need to save and invest so that you have that amount in that particular time. The long-term goal can be education of your child. You have to be very clear that adjusting the inflation how much money will be required on the long run for your child's education. The clarity of thought in your mind is going to make you financially stable. As they say, everything in life has its own risk. So does investment also. But to quote a dialogue from Scam 1993, risk hai to ishq hai. To move ahead in life, you need to take risks. You need to take calculated risks. So that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have stayed with me till now, that means you have enjoyed it. So please press the like button and press the bell button and share it with your friends and family. It will help us grow on YouTube. Thank you. May God bless you.